All right, and we are recording. I'm going to jump on that presentation. Here we go. So the first thing, hold on, where is it? Here we go, present. Can you guys see that full screen?
Yeah.
Cool, awesome. So this is what you guys, and these are you guys' answers. Obviously, there was a lot of demand on LinkedIn. That's why I'm going to tackle it today, but there is, opportunity for a different session where we can tackle a little bit of online visibility. Huge for businesses. I think this is very important. Online visibility is very, very important. And that'll include also a little bit of social media marketing and branding and all that stuff. It's all encompassed under online visibility. But let's tackle what we're here for, which is LinkedIn. First of all, my name is Mahmoud. I know it's a tricky name, but with a little bit of practice, you'll be able to get it. Or just like my family here in the US, you can just call me Mood, as in a good mood, if Mahmoud is too much. I am a digital marketing strategist. I've been doing that for about 4 years now. In a past life, I was a teacher. I did French, I did Arabic, I did English. I taught all kinds of stuff. But this is what I'm doing now. I am a digital marketing strategist, but as you can tell, I still have the teacher in me. That's why I do these presentations, just to get my fix. So thank you guys for enabling me. So why LinkedIn, first of all? As you guys may have noticed, Facebook is a little bit noisy these days. Maybe it's COVID, maybe it's politics, but for a business person to conduct business on Facebook, it's getting a little challenging because there's so much more going on in Facebook. Your friends are there, your family are there, your groups, all kinds of stuff. So LinkedIn makes more sense. The other thing that answers that question, why LinkedIn, is the demographic, the audience that you can find in LinkedIn. It's not, your typical, aunt and uncle, posting baby pictures. It's just professionals up there. And even the LinkedIn community keeps a tight grip on what kind of content is posted on LinkedIn. You cannot just put whatever, or politics or whatever. All that stuff is frowned upon. So it keeps it a little bit clean. So you're focused on just work and networking and posting about your business and branding and recommending other businesses and creating those connections. As you can see here, there's a lot of opportunity for B2B business. Like if you're targeting other businesses, not necessarily other people. You've got decision makers, you've got opinion leaders. There's a lot of opportunity compared to Facebook. The other thing that's good about LinkedIn is it is an ever-growing resume. Whatever you put 10 years ago, it's still in there, and you can still add to it. Education, recommendations. I'll run through all that stuff, but it is think of it as an ever-growing resume. Over there, you can find, candidates, you can find business associates, you can find all kinds of moving parts to your business that are gonna complete your business. The breakdown is pretty simple, just like Facebook. You've got your profile, you've got your connections, you've got the stuff you're following on the side here, school, field of study, all that stuff. So it's pretty basic. And I've looked at you guys' LinkedIn profiles, and they're pretty decent. Some of them are actually pretty professional. I was actually jealous of a couple of you guys' profiles. They were pretty manicured. The end goal of LinkedIn is to create relationships. So it's not just a platform where you can jump and start selling right away. Think of it as it's like BNI. BNI, you don't just come and start like selling your actual chapter. No, you leverage those connections, you build that trust, you build those relationships, and those relationships start to vouch for you outside of the chapter. It works exactly like LinkedIn, exactly the same way in LinkedIn. you have your first connections, and then you're trying to get to your second connections and third connections using those first connections. So it's the same concept. Oh, by the way, if you guys have any questions, you can drop them in the chat box. I can tackle them as I go, or you can just flag me. That works as well. So yeah, LinkedIn is for harboring or nurturing relationships that are eventually going to lead to a warm referral. Let's call it a warm referral, since we're all in BNI. You're trying to get these people into your calendar. Obviously, you're trying to get them on a call, but you're gradually doing that. You're first of all wishing them happy birthday. You're wishing them happy anniversary. You see that they got promoted, you leave a note in there. And by doing that, later, a year from now, 9 months from now, when you see that person is ready to have that conversation, they've warmed up to you, then you can drop, hey, would you mind if we can hop like on a 15-minute call or get on my calendar or all that stuff. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Obviously, you want to know that when you're playing in LinkedIn, it's not like a 100% conversion rate. Okay, not everyone's gonna basically react to your engagement. Not everyone's gonna answer, your happy birthday or whatever you're trying to engage. So keep in mind that basically start doing that kind of engagement, but also have some metrics in mind. Like, okay, when I send a message to 5 people, I usually get 3 of them to answer me. Just keep those numbers in mind, because that way you will keep your game sharp and you will not get discouraged by, oh, okay, well, it's not working. I did it for 2 months and I'm not seeing much. I'm just, just a bunch of people that are not answering my messages. It is a long-term play. It is not a short-term play. If we were to play a short-term play, we would do ads. We would go and spend money and do an aggressive ad. But in this case, it is a long-term, and it's a good thing that we're all in BNI. We believe in that. We believe in nurturing that and playing that long-term game. Obviously, I think most of you have your account good to go, and it's at least it's built, not necessarily optimized, but it's pretty built and it's got the picture and all that stuff. But if you want to go furthermore, there's a lot to fill in. There's a lot of blanks to fill in your LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn makes it really easy for you guys to do that, to optimize your profile. Every time you log into your LinkedIn, it gives you a new task. Like, hey, you mentioned that you went to college at, university of such and such. Can you elaborate on that? Next time you log in, oh, we see that you worked at this company, such and such. Can you give us more on that? And by doing that, LinkedIn, it's not just for other people to see. When you put in all that information, it's not just for people to see, it's for LinkedIn to see. Because by giving LinkedIn all that information about you, your history, it starts to give you recommendations accordingly on who to connect with, who would be a potential associate or a potential client or a potential good connection, warm connection. So optimizing your LinkedIn is very, very crucial. Not just building the profile, but every time that you log in there and LinkedIn asks you for a piece of information, I would take 5 minutes and give LinkedIn that information. Even if it's basic, just 3-4 sentences would be enough. Again, long-term game. If you're logging into your LinkedIn and every time you're adding something to your profile, think about what your profile is going to look like 9 months, a year from now. I want to also introduce you to this. How many of you know Canva? Canva, anyone? Yep. Okay, good. We got some Canva people in here. Canva is a great tool. Actually, what I can do is I can jump on Canva and show you guys a little bit. For those who don't know, here we go. Show you a little bit what you can do. Basically, this is your graphic designer, or your pocket graphic designer, if you will. Let's say, for example, we all have that, like, oh, I want to post on Facebook today, but I have no clue what to post about. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to go to click on Facebook post. As you can see, the metrics are already set, the pixels. I'm going to click on that. It's going to open it up. It's going to give me a bunch of templates on the left side. Let's say, for example, we want to do something on Mother's Day. We just had Mother's Day. I'm just going to put that here. I'm going to go maybe upload my my logo. Let's say, for example, this is my logo. I'm just going to put it here. It's a little big. Right? It's very, oops, what am I doing? It's very drag and drop. I want to change my text. I want to change the background. Anything that you want to change. You want to add text. You want to add elements like you know, other pictures and stuff. Maybe you want to say thank you to you know, the nurses and doctors and stuff. You can do that. You can. We want to add music. You want to add an extra photo on top of it. Anything you want to do, you can do here. It's very, very simple. It's very drag and drop. I don't want to delve too much into it, but just to give you an idea. This is, by the way, free. Okay, this is not a paid membership. And then once you're done, you just go here and you download, you hit download, and that's it. You've got your post. So yeah, it's very, very simple. We use it a lot. My content manager uses it a lot. Yeah, it's a great tool. It beats, you know, Photoshop. You don't want to go, you know, if you're good at Photoshop, God bless you, great. But if you don't have time, if you're in a crunch and you just want to post and go, Canva is your platform. Let's see, do we have any questions so far? Ooh, we do. Oh no, just hold on. Thank you for training. Yep. Ellie's gone. Bye, Ellie. See you later. All right, so back to our presentation. All right, so we talked about Canva. Obviously, if you guys have more questions about that, please let me know. I don't want to spend too much time on it. And yeah, so this is what it's supposed to look like. Your profile, first of all, needs to have a banner that jumps at you. So when you guys look at that banner, what do you think? Like, does it give you a good idea? Does it give you a clear idea? I'm actually curious. I'm genuinely curious. Does it give you a good idea on like what I do?
I really like it. It's a service I understand and want to talk to you more about.
Cool. Yeah. So the banner should be, you know, something that, you know, within 3 seconds, people know what you do, who you are, because our attention today is very, very compromised. People's attention is like we're walking, you know, goldfishies. You know, we're constantly distracted by different things. So when I hop on your profile, within the first 3 seconds, I need to know exactly what you do, who you are, where you're at, where did you go to school for. So I work at Sprout Digital. I went to school at University of Kentucky, and I work in leads. Okay, the leads business. Okay, so think of that. Think of like, what is a banner that's going to summarize what I do? Yeah, I think it's a good question to answer. All right, things to remember. Most of you have covered this pretty well. Like Sue, for example, she's got a great photo and she's got a great headline. Okay, as soon as I jump on Sue's profile, I know exactly what she's doing. Okay, she's a coach. If I need her for, if I have a problem with my business, I'll reach out. You know, if my love handles are growing a little bit, I'm gonna talk to her. So yeah. Also a summary and experience. Like you've got here, Dan, who's got actual videos, which is pretty awesome. Actual videos, actual product. Like you can jump on Dan's LinkedIn and you can, you know, get a sample of work, which is the best vote you can get for Dan. Like, these videos will vote for you forever on LinkedIn. Honors and awards, obviously, you want to put that in there. You know, show off as much as you can. There's no, the sky is the limit. Projects, I really like this one. Who was this gentleman? I don't remember. It's he's in BNI Vegas as well, but he's got a nice spread of all the projects he's been involved in, and I really liked it. That's why I exemplified it here. So there's opportunity to put picture, text. You can blog into LinkedIn. You can add video. You can add all kinds of media. Whatever niche or whatever industry you work in, you can take that and sample it, take a sample out of it and put it in LinkedIn. Courses, whatever courses you've taken. I've taken CPR, I put CPR in there. Anything, everything counts. Skills and experience. This is a good one because with skills, now LinkedIn gives your connections the opportunity to recommend you for those skills. Let's say, for example, sustainability, you've got 99 plus people that recommended this lady for sustainability or green building. So that adds to it. It's not just me saying it, it's me plus 200 people saying that I'm good at this skill, at Microsoft Word or whatever the case may be. Organizations, volunteer experience. I was in Amnesty International. I was in, I built some homes with Habitat for Humanity. I have all that stuff in my LinkedIn. I didn't miss anything. And you should do the same. Education, obviously, education has its own recommendations as well. So you can have, like, you know, a professor or someone that went to school with you recommend you, or you can have an actual recommendation, not just for, let me show you here. So not just an endorsement, but an actual recommendation. So this is just an endorsement. People can go and write an actual recommendation on your LinkedIn. They vouch for you. Yes, this person is great at this skill. I have worked with this person in field such and such, et cetera, et cetera. All right, now to how to network on LinkedIn. I should probably just skip this part because you guys are all veterans in the networking game. Whatever you're doing in BNI, you should be doing on LinkedIn. BNI has given us all the skills and the tools, you know, to warm relationships up, to connect with people, to network. LinkedIn gives us that opportunity at a larger scale. I'm not telling you that you should not do that on BNI. BNI actually gives you the opportunity to do that on BNI Connect. I don't know if you guys have played much with BNI Connect. There is a full profile on BNI Connect that you can fill the exact same way you fill in your LinkedIn profile. It does the same thing. It optimizes your presence in your town, in your market, and you should be doing the same thing on LinkedIn. Now, after we warm up that relationship, now it's the time for that ask, okay? So let's say, for example, I am in digital marketing and I've been talking to a lot of marketing directors or marketing VPs at all these companies that I'm following. And now it's time for me to actually pitch. Make sure that message is simple, straightforward, ask direct questions, not too wordy, and yeah, basically just make a direct message. But what I've been doing also is I've been split testing. I would take a message and then I would reword it and I would try both messages to see which one is getting more reactions. So I'll take the same message, but I'll just reword it. Maybe I'll make it more formal. Maybe I'll make it more casual, but it's the exact same message. And I'll send it to a bunch of people that I've been talking to for a while, not just cold. And then I see what happens. I see how they react to it. Split testing is very, very important. That way you're not just sticking with one message for 3 months before you realize, it's not doing the trick. You want to split test. You want to do, 2 messages, maybe 3. I've never done 3, but if you want to do 3 different variations of the same message, perfect, do it. And then see which ones are performing, which copies are performing, and which copies are not performing so much. This is just an example here. Like, we have been working with some other industry, blah, 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 blah. I have someone looking for your service because I work on lead generation. So that's what I do. Can we schedule a time? Again, it's direct. Okay. I just want to schedule 15 minutes just to talk. And also to gauge whether there's an interest or not. If there's no interest, it's fine. It's totally fine. There's no problem with that, but keep it very, very direct. The other thing I wanted to talk about, I think I skipped it, is when we talked about BNI versus LinkedIn. When you're, I mentioned that long-term game, playing the long-term game. The long-term game means I have a target audience. I need to get to them. Let's say, for example, I want to talk to. Let's take a real example. I've been trying to get in touch with Honda. We have a Honda plant nearby, like 20 miles away, and I've been trying to get in touch with Honda. So what did I do? First thing I did is I followed Honda on LinkedIn. That way, every time Honda posts something, I'm aware of it. I know what's going on. Now I am an insider. I'm getting all these memos from Honda. I'm seeing how they operate. Oh, we got a new employee. We got a new executive, a new VP or whatever. So I'm educating myself on the company. Second thing I did is I went and followed, the top executives, the CEO, president, VP of this, VP of that, definitely VP of marketing, because that's where I'm at. That's my target person. I want to convince that person that I can help them. And then as I'm following these people, every now and then, LinkedIn will tell me, hey, it's this guy's birthday. Don't forget. Hey, this guy just got promoted. Don't forget. And every time that I'm given that opportunity, I go and wish that person whatever, and then they respond, and we create that relationship. So when you go to LinkedIn, so I'm going to go to my network. Actually, let me go to my notifications first. Here we go. Congratulations, Braxton Miller, for 4 years at National Football League. I'm going to go to Braxton. Congrats on your work anniversary. See, I've already talked to him, actually. Sent him multiple messages. Thanks for connecting. He answered once. Congrats on your work anniversary. And now I'm going to say, and then congrats on the new role. And now, again, congrats on your new anniversary. Make it a great day. Cheers. Done. This is what I do every day. Because I don't know if I'm going to need Braxton later. I don't even remember what Braxton does. What does Braxton do? What does Braxton do? He's an NFL football player. See? That's a good connection. I've been talking to him. That's great. Awesome. I don't know. Am I going to need him? Maybe I'll need him later to make maybe a connection with someone else that I want to talk to. Be like, hey, Braxton, can you hook me up with a warm, introduction to Mr. Such and Such? He might say no. He might say yes. But I'm increasing my chances every day I talk to Braxton. So yeah, just going through the notifications and seeing what's going on in your network and connecting with everybody. And then in your network, these are called people you may know. When LinkedIn suggests these people, it suggests them based on your profile, based on your actual connections right now. That is why it is really important that you keep connecting with people and you keep talking to people. The more you do it, the more LinkedIn is going to start shooting you more people just like that. like I can connect with this guy for sure. VP Global Director of Brand. Yeah, he's in my field, he's in my niche. I'll connect with him. And your goal right now, if you're not at 500 connections yet, your goal is to get to 500 connections. Because from there, it's kind of it's like a domino effect from there. Your LinkedIn is going to start, the algorithm is going to kick in, and you're going to start getting more and more notifications from LinkedIn. And then your bandwidth, you're going to focus. So instead of grabbing your phone and hopping on Facebook, you're going to start grabbing your phone and hopping on LinkedIn. Your bandwidth is going to get really, really focused. And you're going to start living here in this community. And trust me, this is a better community than the Facebook community. Facebook is great. It's got family and friends and business and all that stuff. But LinkedIn is a really good turf to play in. So I just go around and connect with people. I know this guy. I'm going to connect with him. He's actually a friend. And yeah, every day go and connect with people. And your goal is to get to 500 connections. So far, so good. Let me see. We've got some questions here. Do you have to download the Canva as an app? Yeah, you can. Absolutely. On your phone. Yes, you can, Randy. I prefer to work on my computer. It drives me nuts. I have bad eyes. The app drives me nuts when I'm dragging and dropping. So I prefer to work on my computer. Okay. Yes, they would make great cards. Absolutely. Blogging, yes. I can talk about blogging for sure. Blogging is great here. Actually, what I suggest you do is whatever you're blogging about, to put it in both LinkedIn and Facebook. Because Facebook is also great for blogging. Facebook picks up on keywords and it starts to spread your blog around. Facebook wants you to write more text. If you notice, people that write 4 or 5 paragraphs in their Facebook profile, they get a lot of engagement because Facebook wants everyone to see what those people are talking about. So yeah, blogging. You can go right here. See this? Write an article. Everyone can write an article on LinkedIn, and it's actually pretty cool. You go here, you add a banner. Again, Canva. Remember Canva? We talked about it. Go there, LinkedIn banner. It will give you the right measurements. Put it in there. Headline. And then you can add other stuff like image, video, slide. Maybe write a paragraph and drop an image. Another paragraph, drop a link. Another paragraph, drop a quote. Another paragraph, drop a video. And then when you're ready, just hit publish. Done and done.
Where does that show up in your, is that just in your, I don't know what you call it on LinkedIn. Is that your, like your page? It just comes up on your page?
Yeah, just your main profile, like your main feed, sorry. The feed, like when you hit home and it says, start a post, right? This is start a post, and right underneath it, it says write an article.
But they both show up in the same place. Like an article would show up where a post shows up?
An article, LinkedIn will start suggesting it to other people to see. Your post, only your connections can see it. And then if they like it, their connections will start to see it. For an article, it travels a longer way. It goes a long way because it goes into the suggested blog. Like if I'm reading about, health and fitness, and all of a sudden an article written by Sue pops up like, hey, you were reading about health and fitness. Here's some more stuff Sue wants you to know. It will start getting recommended. Right. All right. So far, so good. We are going to have Power Team. Yes. Irene had to leave. Bye, Irene. Sorry. Had to run. Yep. Paul. Okay. Local. Should those 500 connections be focused locally? Yes. The answer is yes. If your market is local, Absolutely. Hit local hard. So for example, let's see. Okay, physical therapy. Let's see. So what I want to do is do some homework. I'm going to go to physical therapy, and I'm going to go to groups. Okay. And I will join some of these first. Okay. Maybe a physical therapy group in Vegas to get the conversation going, to dip my toes in that bath, to see what other physical therapists are doing. I think that's the first thing I would do. And then after that, maybe I'll look for a back pain, neck pain group, back pain management, you know, to see what, so now I've seen what subject matter experts are saying. Now I want to go see what patients are saying. So I'm going to go join this group. Simply sleep out your back pain. Pain physicians. Yeah, so I would look for that. And then yeah, just from there, I would start adding those people that are in these groups, because those are my potential patients. Obviously, you want to focus it on, you know, was it Clark County? Vegas? Is it Clark County? Yeah, Clark County. So if I go, for example, to back pain, oops, what am I doing? Okay, let's say
Mahmoud, I'm sorry to interrupt, but Amy got kicked off and she's waiting for the host to let her back in.
Oh no. Yes, admit all. Okay. Here we go. Sorry guys. Here we go. I think they're coming in. Amy's connecting. So yeah, I want to go and what am I doing here? So back pain, general search. No, not groups. People. Location. Las Vegas, Nevada. Here we go. These are great connections to get in touch with because they own other, you know, they're subject matter expert in your area. So it's good to see what they're posting about, see what they're doing. And the groups, of course, are also going to help you get potential patients. These are people who are talking about back pain. They're talking about their neck pain. So far, so good. All right, what do we got? I have not been active on LinkedIn. I just discovered I have 579 connections. Woohoo! Awesome, Randy. Good job. You're there. Yeah, just keep it going. What's your advice for running multiple businesses? Should they all get a mention? Yes. They should all get a mention in your profile. That just shows how, you know, how diverse your portfolio is. I would definitely add it. Like, I am still working in this business. I am also still working in this business. I would mention all of them. Even when I was on Secretary Treasurer in BNI, I did mention that. I put it as an actual job post just so I can connect with other BNI members. And I did. Once I put that in there, I got people, hey, you're in BNI. Cool. I'm BNI too. So yeah, it works. Okay, any other questions? All right. So we talked about, you know, the similarities here between BNI in real life and LinkedIn, you know, virtually. We talked about the messaging. Now we're going to talk about some Q&A. These are some of the questions that you guys dropped in the actual SurveyMonkey. How to reach specific individuals on LinkedIn to get them interested in me, my business, and opportunity and products. How do I engage? I think we just covered that. I think this question is the same. How to focus on staying in front of existing relationships at a high level. I gave the example with Honda. You want to follow the companies, the potential companies you want to do business with, and you also want to connect with those people. Sorry, Amy, you keep popping out of the of the feed. I don't know if Amy is in. Is Amy in?
She just got back in, yeah.
Cool. Okay, good. So yeah, how to best leverage LinkedIn for clients. Same thing. You want to follow companies and you want to connect with those potential clients. This is an everyday thing. Okay, instead of just jumping on LinkedIn and just browsing, I would make that my mission. I'm going to connect with 10 people and I'm going to follow one really targeted potential company that I want to do business with, or a person I want to do business with. I'm gonna hit next. Maybe we should have a session and I can just cover all the other stuff like Facebook and Instagram and the latest and greatest. There was another question about sharing quickly among social media platforms. We can talk about that as well, even though it is a copy and paste job. Personally, to me, I don't use Hootsuite. I don't use any of those automated those platforms that you put just one piece of content and it shoots it over to Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff. I don't do that. I just take one message and then I copy it and paste it because it's easy. YouTube is a different beast. YouTube is more like video. If I were to post something on YouTube, I would also post it on Facebook and make it native to Facebook, not just post it on YouTube and then share the link on Facebook. No, you want to upload that video to YouTube and then upload that video again to Facebook.
What about scheduling posts for if you want to do a bulk set of posts? You got any thoughts on that? Because that's
Absolutely.
one advantage, isn't it?
Absolutely, that is a great idea. Yeah, thank you for raising that. You want to have a scheduler, like a post scheduler. I don't know if you can hold on. Let me stop sharing. It's gonna look like that thing over there. And basically what you want to do is decide how many times do I want to post about what I do? How many times, oh, Diana is in. How many times do I want to talk about my business? Let's say, for example, once a week. Once a week, I'm going to go and make a theme. Let's say, for example, this month, let's give it a theme like Mother's Day. What else? Let's say, for example, Mother's Day, okay? And you want to make 4 posts about it. One post a week. You can just go to Facebook and schedule that post. And then once that post gets posted, then it becomes just a copy and paste job. You see that your post is up on Facebook, just go copy that picture, throw it in there, and then the caption, throw it in LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn does not give you the opportunity to actually schedule, but there are ways around it. If you don't want to use, obviously, an automating software like Hootsuite or Social Pilot or any of those. If you want to use those, that's perfect. I have a content manager. She posts all that stuff for us, so we don't really see a reason for doing that. And I don't personally think that it should be that complicated. You can sit on one weekend and make posts for 2-3 months. You can schedule them on Facebook. You can, schedule them and set it and forget it, and they'll just start shooting over to the Facebook page. And then once you see it, that it's up, you can go, where else can I put this post? Oh, I'm going to copy it and put it on LinkedIn. I'm going to send one to Instagram. The other thing is Instagram gives you the opportunity to post to multiple, who plays with Instagram much here? Cool. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Instagram gives you the opportunity to do that. Let me see if I can share my phone. Trust. Okay. Let me share my phone real quick, if it will allow me.
I'd like to know how to do that. Have my phone come up on Zoom. That's cool. Another webinar.
Yeah. So Instagram, let's see. Okay. So here's my Instagram. Okay. Let's say, for example, I want to post, I want to post this where I was not able to join Zoom. Okay. This picture. I can hit next. Oh, come on. Stop it. Can you guys all see my phone there?
Yes.
Cool. So I'm going to write my caption. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Great. Zoom is not working. And then obviously tag my people. And then it gives me the opportunity to post on my Instagram, which is what you're seeing right here. And also down here, these are some of the other pages I'm managing, but don't worry about these. What you want to worry about is down here. I want that post to go to my Facebook. So Facebook is on, see that? And then I want to also go to Twitter. I'm going to do that. If I wanted to go to Tumblr, I can do that as well. If I want to add more, I can go to advanced settings and add more. This only works from Instagram to other platforms. It doesn't work the other way. Like you can't post from Facebook and shoot over to Instagram. It's weird. Instagram allows you to do that. And yeah, once you're done, you just hit share up top here, and that post will go to Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, or maybe Tumblr. Okay? So far, so good? Let me see if I have any other questions. No. Okay, let's go back to the presentation to see what's going on there. Okay, so yeah, I can definitely have a, sorry. I can definitely have, let me share my screen here. A session to talk about that. We can definitely do that. Because you guys have already expressed interest in it, so I don't see why not. And there's a lot other stuff to cover. But for LinkedIn, do you guys think this was helpful? Are there any other questions that I can answer?
I think it was great. I think it was very simple, concise, straightforward. I definitely had some takeaways from that. Thanks so much.
Perfect. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't know about articles. The reminder of connecting with groups is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. It gives me, when I hop off, I have a direction for the day on my LinkedIn activity.
Dan raised a really good point, which is scheduling. I think scheduling is more important than we think it is, because I'm complacent. Like I become complacent when I don't have a schedule. Well, thank God now I have a content manager and she keeps me on my toes. But before, I forgot. I simply forgot. Like, hold on a second. When was the last time I posted? Oh my gosh, it's been 6 weeks. What am I doing? I think and also something to really learn from Sue. If you guys want to learn about posting, go to Sue's platforms, because she is a beast. She's posting all the time. She's always in my face. As soon as I open my phone, she's boom. I just worked out. I just walked. I ate an apple. I'm awesome. I'm like, damn it. I want to be like Sue. So yeah, if you want to learn from Sue and put a schedule. It might seem lame, and but just do it. Put a schedule, because it will make your life so much easier. You're not reinventing the wheel every time you're thinking about posting. You're not like, okay, now what? You already have a theme for your month. You already have the posts. I'm gonna put a picture here, a video here, this here, and then when it's time to post, it clicks. You don't have to spend time on it. Sue?
Well, thank you first for the compliment. And on LinkedIn, talking about people scheduling, I have like an action plan every day, and the action plan is so simple. It's 1-1-1, to make one connection, make one post, make one conversation, or send one message. it's bigger for me on Facebook, but on LinkedIn, it's just a simple, because I'm more toe dipping over there. So I feel like if it's a real simple action step, I can get that done most days.
Yes, absolutely. It just keeps you on task. We tell ourselves, yeah, I'm going to post 4 times a month, or, you know, twice a week or whatever. But life drags us around, work drags us around, and all that stuff falls through the crack. And it's really hard to stay consistent. So yeah, scheduling is definitely key. Anything else? Any other questions?
I'd like to have a chat with you at some point soon. Maybe whenever you're ready. I'd love to catch up. I'm really excited about what we're doing together.
Cool. Yeah, for sure. Love it. Anything else?
No, thank you. I'll be in touch as well.
Thanks.
Mahmoud.
Cool. Sounds good.
Will you just email me, I guess, the recording, or put it somewhere on social, and I'll get it to everybody?
Yeah. Actually, let me just stop the recording here.